Hi, it's Carmen and welcome back to my channel. I have a couple of things I wanted to share with you today, but before I do that, let me show you what I am wearing. It is Butter It 5526, a long sleeve button down I made View D. Here are the line drawings. Let me show it to you. It's a great top. I made it last year when I was losing weight. As you can see, it's a little big, but I love it. It's my first button-down top that I've made. It was the first time applying buttons. I love the shaping in the front. It also has shaping in the back. It was supposed to be 3/4 sleeves, but it turned out to be the long sleeve version I made. It's great with jeans, and I don't want to get rid of it because Mom helped me put it together, so it's a little big, but Mom helped me put it together and I love it. So that is Butter It 5526. Certainly one of the more difficult ones that I worked on last year. Show you some of the items that I got at Joann's that was on clearance at Christmas time. I'm so excited because y'all know how I like my vintage patterns, right? So I picked up this vintage gift set. I think it's been making its way around already on YouTube. You get a couple of notebooks, a clipboard, a pouch, and a journal. So I thought this would be nice to add to my sewing room, as well as having something that I can actually start jotting down pattern numbers and ideas and that type of thing, and content ideas for YouTube. The other thing I got, and by the way, this was all like 70% off. I mean, I should have bought everything. This is the other gift set that I got. 2 mugs. A tea towel is in here, as well as an apron, which is very cool because I was actually looking at making an apron, but I can wear this vintage apron whenever I do any videos on my intermittent fasting journey or weight loss journey or any keto recipes that I want to share with you. So that would be a fun thing to do. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how sewing has impacted me personally, especially the last year or so. I've seen tremendous growth, not only in my sewing skill, but in areas of my life that I feel it has spilled over into. Sewing has helped me on a personal level, first of all, with my confidence. I can tell you that when I wear something that I have created, that I know nobody else has, that it fits me well, I am very confident when I walk into the room. I really feel like I'm pulled together very well. I feel like this confidence is also kind of spilled over in other areas of my life. I am more confident when I speak to groups. I'm more confident when I am attempting something new. I have a sense of I can do this. That is attributed back to sewing. Sewing has also impacted my weight loss. Or maybe my weight loss has impacted my sewing. I'm not sure which one just yet. It relates back to confidence. I look a lot better in whatever I'm making. I'm dealing with less lumps and bumps, less pulling in certain areas. I'm having better luck with pattern fit without so many adjustments. No more full bust adjustment, no more full back adjustment or whatever kind of adjustments. I just take my measurements and go to the pattern and cut the one that closely fits those measurements. So sewing has been a benefit to me during this period of weight loss and body readjustment. Sewing has also taught me to go slow and enjoy the process. In the beginning, when I started back up sewing again about 3 years ago, I was zipping through projects, racing through in a machine. I used to call my serger a race car because it just went so quickly. And going quickly you make mistakes. So you're wasting time, you're wasting energy, you're wasting material that becomes expensive, and you become frustrated because it didn't turn out right. Or you say to yourself, well, I'm not wearing that because it's got too many mistakes in it. Sewing has taught me you need to slow down. And as my husband likes to say, pay attention to details. It has taught me to slow down, not only in the area of sewing, but in the area of life in general. I find myself taking time to enjoy time with my husband and our dogs, enjoying the beautiful weather that we're having in Florida, enjoying especially time in the morning alone, having tea and getting my thoughts together for the day. And I attribute that back to sewing. The sewing impacts me also on a larger level. It has exposed me to community. I never knew a sewing community existed until I got on social media and, did my own searching out regarding sewing projects and guidance. I have had the best experience connecting with the sewing community, both on Facebook and on Instagram, and in some cases even in person. I recently met Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. What a wonderful lady. And I've had some communications back and forth with other sewers. Sharon from Sharon Sews is another one. We're collaborating, as a matter of fact, on a project, and you'll see and hear more about that later this month. The sewing community is a friendly community, very encouraging, a wealth of guidance and information. If you are a new sewer or someone returning back to the sewing craft of sewing, I highly recommend that you seek out other sewers from around the country and even around the world. McCall's has a forum on Facebook, and there are tons of sewers on Instagram, as well as right here on YouTube. So search them out, follow them, comment and communicate with them. And it really is an awesome community to be a part of. And finally, sewing has empowered me to empower others. I recently was working with some teenagers, local teenage girls, on a real basic sewing project. And we made surgical caps for children that were at the local children's cancer hospital. And that was very empowering to just be able to share my love of sewing with these young minds, and then watching how they would take it on, the questions that they would ask me, and spark that interest in them in this sewing craft. There was a couple of girls that have reached out to me asking me to please come back and teach them how to make other items. So that was really an awesome opportunity for me, something that I thought, I can't do that, I'm not a teacher. But it was a simple project that I knew how to make, and just to be able to share that and empower a new generation, hopefully, of future sewers. Also related to that, recently a friend of mine, another woman, reached out to me and asked me, would I help her start her sewing journey? So that has been a lot of fun too, helping another woman enter into the sewing journey. Those are just a few thoughts that I wanted to share with you, but I'd like to hear from you. What has sewing done for you personally, or maybe even on a larger scale? What kind of projects are you involved in the community, maybe in your church? I would love to hear that. Comment below, and I look forward to reading your comments and hearing from you. Talk to you soon.